So like again, the answer is it depends, which everyone hates, but it's true.
If you guys will realize anything within the sport of bodybuilding, the answer is going to 95% of the time be it depends.
Yeah.
And it's not because we're trying to, hide something from you or we're trying to pull some guru technique. It's, swear to God, it's because it really depends.
Yeah, I can tell there's a few like underlying principles that you should probably roll with training and nutrition, but the other. It's funny though because the few things that everyone should be doing is what most of your results are going to come from, and then so that's only like 10% of what you're doing, but 90% of what your results are coming from. And then that other kind of individualized stuff that needs to be, tailored to the person is really kind of the frosting, is like I tell people with training programs, everyone wants to know like the most optimal way to train. And do I think that my way of training is superior or whatever? I was like, if you're training everything two or three times a week, if you're not just killing yourself, going to failure all the time, your program is focused on heavy compound movements, you're trying to get stronger in your barbell movements, a few underlying principles, you'll probably be successful. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with nutrition. People want to talk about pre-workout, post-workout, this supplement, that supplement. If you can figure out the macronutrients you need for your goal and you eat those foods, that's probably going to be majority of your results. And then everything else that someone with a little more knowledge can help you with is going to kind of get you that next level. But there's no real reason. I mean, even me now, the more I train, the longer I train, the less complicated my training gets. Not the other way around. I used to do, a few different movers for bicep and trying to hit everything from more angles. And the longer I train, the more I'm like, all right, I'm squatting today and I'll do some fluff stuff. You know what I mean? So I think the longer people train, the more they figure out that making things more complicated is not making things more productive.
What the fuck?
Is that Josh? Is Josh even alive?
Josh, please respond. All right. Well, continuing on, then I have to, I have to agree with you on that. That I honestly, I still see people at my gym, trying to make their program complicated as crap. Example, I don't want to give away any names, but a person that trains at my gym essentially changes his workout every week, starts messing with different numbers, starts incorporating different exercises, and it's like for the past 6 months he's been spinning his wheels. And I've offered to help and just say, hey, how about we just write up a very basic program, something very generic, and we'll just that'll be our basic template and we'll build off of that. No, just give me 2 more weeks, man. It's cool. Yeah, right, of course, that.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing I see as well. Especially being a personal trainer, it's just people tend to overcomplicate things, and even it's hard to explain that to clients that they want to. Everyone wants that kind of secret. What's going to make my legs huge? Should I do this exercise, that exercise? Well, I guarantee you, if you can squat 400 or 500 pounds, your legs aren't going to be small. So if you want big legs, you should probably squat. And it's the same thing with even when you look at a lot of popular training programs. If you really dig into the details, they're really not that different. Like I said, they all kind of focus on those few things that I talked about, and they kind of put their little own twist on it. That's honestly what most training programs are, at least ones that are intelligently structured.